Did you know your Labrador's breathing pattern can reveal their deepest emotions? Whether they're anxious, excited, or perfectly content, it's all in the way they breathe. Most dog owners overlook these subtle signs, but today, we'll unlock this hidden language together. By the end of this video, you'll discover 3 surprising truths: the simple breathing changes that signal happiness, the secret patterns that hint at stress, and how you can use this knowledge to strengthen your bond with your furry friend. As a Labrador owner, understanding this could change how you care for your dog forever. Let's dive in. 1. Normal breathing baseline. Let's start by understanding what healthy breathing looks like in Labradors. This is the foundation for spotting any unusual changes. A healthy adult Labrador typically takes about 10 to 30 breaths per minute when resting. These breaths are smooth, steady, and consistent. You'll notice a gentle rise and fall of their chest, nothing too shallow or too deep. It's like the rhythm of calm waves lapping at the shore. Now, there are a few natural variations to keep in mind. For instance, seasonal changes can subtly impact your lab's breathing. During the summer months, you might observe them panting more often. This is completely normal, as panting helps regulate their body temperature. However, in colder seasons, their breathing tends to be quieter and slower, especially after a brisk walk in the chilly air. Age also plays a significant role in a Labrador's breathing pattern. Puppies tend to breathe faster than adults, especially during sleep. It's not unusual to see a puppy's chest rise and fall more rapidly. It's simply their little bodies working overtime to grow. On the other hand, senior Labradors might have slightly labored breathing due to age-related health conditions like arthritis or reduced stamina. But don't worry, most of these changes are gradual and expected as they age. Keeping track of these normal variations is key. When you understand what's typical for your Labrador, it becomes much easier to spot when something's off. One quick tip: try observing your lab when they're fully relaxed, perhaps after a meal or during a nap. Count their breaths over 30 seconds and multiply by 2 for a minute's rate. Doing this regularly gives you a clear baseline for what's normal. Now, we'll dig deeper into how changes in this breathing pattern can reveal emotional states like stress, happiness, or even hidden anxiety. 2. Emotional indicators. Now that we've covered the basics, let's explore what your Labrador's breathing can reveal about their emotions. Believe it or not, their breath is like a window into their mood. Let's start with stress. A stressed Labrador may show rapid, shallow breathing, even when they're not exercising or overheating. You might notice this during thunderstorms, trips to the vet, or when they're separated from you. Their breathing becomes quick and irregular, almost like they're holding their breath between shallow gasps. This is often accompanied by other signs like pacing, whining, or ears pulled back. On the flip side, happiness has its own distinct breathing pattern. A relaxed and content Labrador breathes deeply and steadily. When they're truly joyful, like during playtime or belly rubs, you may notice gentle panting with their mouth slightly open, tongue relaxed. This type of panting shows they're comfortable and engaged with their surroundings. Now let's talk about anxiety. It's a close cousin to stress, but its breathing signals can be even more subtle. An anxious Labrador might pant heavily, even in a cool room, or display sporadic breaths with moments of holding their breath. This often happens during unfamiliar situations, like meeting new people or hearing loud noises. Pay attention to their eyes. Wide, alert eyes paired with uneven breathing is a strong signal of anxiety. Excitement, on the other hand, is much easier to spot. Picture this. You grab your Labrador's leash, and suddenly their breaths come fast and loud, almost like they're ready to burst with energy. Excited breathing often includes quick panting with lots of body movement, like wagging tails or playful jumps. It's high energy and unmistakable. Understanding these emotional indicators is crucial for connecting with your lab. By observing their breathing alongside their behavior, you can respond to their needs more effectively, whether it's calming their stress, reassuring their anxiety, or amplifying their happiness. Now, we'll uncover subtle changes in breathing patterns that could signal early warning signs of deeper issues. These insights can make all the difference for your Labrador's health and happiness. 3. Hidden communications. Did you know that subtle changes in your Labrador's breathing can communicate more than meets the eye? These tiny shifts often go unnoticed, but they can speak volumes about your lab's physical and emotional state. Let's start with subtle pattern changes. For example, if your Labrador's breathing becomes uneven, like switching from steady breaths to sporadic gasps, it could indicate discomfort or even pain. These small shifts are your dog's way of telling you something's not quite right. Don't ignore these moments. They might be a cry for help. Early warning signs are another crucial aspect. If your lab starts breathing unusually fast or slow without any obvious reason, such as exercise or heat, it could be an early sign of health issues like respiratory distress or heart problems. By catching these signs early, you can prevent bigger problems down the road. Regularly checking their breathing patterns is like having a radar for your dog's health. Now, let's look at pack behavior connections. Labradors are social animals with strong ties to their pack, you and your family. Their breathing often mirrors their emotional state within the group. For instance, if you're stressed or upset, your lab might breathe faster or show signs of unease as they pick up on your mood. Conversely, a calm and relaxed pack leader, you, can help steady their breathing, showing how deeply they're connected to you. This connection has deep evolutionary roots. In the wild, dogs relied on subtle breathing changes to communicate with their pack during hunts or when sensing danger. Fast, quiet breaths signaled alertness, while slow, steady breathing meant it was safe to relax. Your Labrador's instincts haven't changed much. They're still using their breath to send signals, both to you and to themselves. Understanding these hidden communications helps you decode your Labrador's needs on a whole new level. It's like unlocking a secret language that's been passed down through generations. By paying attention, you can respond to their emotions and health needs faster than ever. Up next, we'll debunk some common misconceptions about Labrador's breathing, including how weather, exercise, and health factors can often be misinterpreted. 4. Common misconceptions. Now, let's tackle some of the most common misconceptions about your Labrador's breathing. Misinterpreting these signs can lead to unnecessary worry, or worse, missed warning signals. First up, breed-specific traits. Labradors are naturally athletic and have a slightly higher tolerance for physical exertion compared to some other breeds. This means they might pant more heavily after exercise, but that doesn't always mean they're overheated or unwell. It's simply their body's efficient way of cooling down. However, if your lab continues to pant long after resting, it's worth a closer look. Next, let's talk about weather impacts. It's a common belief that hot weather always leads to excessive panting, but that's not entirely true. Labradors are double-coated, which helps regulate their body temperature in both hot and cold conditions. If your lab is panting heavily on a mild day, it might not be the weather at all. It could be stress or excitement instead. Always consider the bigger picture when interpreting their breathing. Exercise effects are another area of confusion. Many owners assume that heavy breathing during or after physical activity is normal, and most of the time, it is. But be mindful of the intensity and duration. If your Labrador struggles to catch their breath after a moderate workout, it might indicate underlying issues like fatigue, dehydration, or even heart strain. Make sure they have plenty of water and breaks to recover. Finally, let's clear up the difference between health and emotional indicators. Panting doesn't always mean a health problem. It can also reflect their emotions. For instance, excitement can lead to heavy breathing when they see their favorite toy or when you grab the leash for a walk. On the other hand, consistent irregular breathing, even in calm situations, could point to a medical issue that needs attention. Learning to separate these indicators will make you a more intuitive and confident Labrador owner. By understanding these misconceptions, you can better interpret your Labrador's breathing and respond appropriately. Next, we'll provide actionable tips to monitor and care for your lab's breathing patterns. You'll walk away feeling empowered to keep your furry friend happy and healthy. Actionable tips. Now that you're equipped with the knowledge to decode your Labrador's breathing, let's put it into action. These simple tips will help you monitor your lab's patterns like a pro. First, learn to read your lab's breathing patterns. Observe them in different situations, when they're resting, playing, or even feeling a little stressed. A healthy resting Labrador should breathe between 10 to 30 times per minute. To check, simply watch their chest rise and fall for 30 seconds, then double that number. Over time, you'll recognize what's normal for your furry friend. So, when should you be concerned? If your Labrador's breathing becomes excessively fast or labored without a clear reason, such as exercise or heat, it might be a sign of distress. Other red flags include wheezing, choking sounds, or inconsistent patterns. These could point to issues like allergies, respiratory infections, or even heart problems. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, it's always better to consult your vet. Next, let's talk about simple monitoring techniques. Create a habit of observing your lab during their most relaxed moments, like napping or lounging. This is the best time to establish their baseline breathing pattern. If you notice deviations, such as faster or shallower breaths, try to correlate it with recent activities or environmental changes. Writing these observations down can help you spot trends over time and provide valuable information to your vet if needed. Finally, what's the next step? Regular checkups with your veterinarian are essential, especially if your lab is a senior or has existing health conditions. Additionally, consider investing in a dog-friendly heart and respiration monitor if you want to take monitoring to the next level. It's a great tool for peace of mind and early detection. Remember, the goal isn't just to keep your Labrador healthy, it's to deepen your bond with them. By understanding their breathing and responding to their needs, you're showing them the care and attention they deserve. In our next video, we'll explore another fascinating way to connect with your lab through their unique behaviors. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share your experiences in the comments below. Let's quickly recap what we've learned. Your Labrador's breathing is more than just a physical function. It's a powerful way for them to communicate with you. From understanding healthy baselines to identifying emotional indicators like stress, happiness, or anxiety, you now have the tools to decode what your furry friend is trying to tell you. Plus, with actionable tips to monitor their breathing patterns, you're better prepared to respond to their needs and keep them happy and healthy. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more insights into your Labrador's world. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. In our next video, we'll dive into another fascinating topic, how your lab's body language can reveal their inner thoughts and feelings. You won't want to miss it. Now, we want to hear from you. What's the most surprising thing you've learned about your Labrador's breathing patterns? Share your stories in the comments below. We'd love to connect with you and your lab-loving community. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.